Hello everyone. I'm going to be talking about Kanti Sweets. It's basically an online sweet shop, and I'm going to talk about the critical factors which I found. I've identified two of them as the major two factors, and I'm going to explain about them and how we're going to solve that. Okay, so the two critical areas that I've seen is basically the content and the user experience. Now, when I talk about the content, I'm talking about the entire content, basically the keywords, the images used, and all those kind of things, which actually help for a web crawler to identify and do the rankings and find all sorts of things. So the other part is the user experience. Now, SEO is just not about the keywords and finding uh, exact long tail keywords. It's also about the user experience. So there are a couple of issues which I identified. Although the website did go under a revamp, it still had issues which I'll be talking about it. So the first thing that we're going to see is about the content. Now, when I looked at the website, I found that a lot of the pages didn't have content as such. When I say content, I'm talking about actual text. Now, when a person tries to do a search, if the content doesn't exist, I mean, the exact keywords that define this website do not exist, then the web crawler is not going to find it, it's not going to rank it, it's not going to index it. And that is going to be a very difficult way for a page to get ranked. When I search for similar shops on Google, this particular website came in the third page, second or third page. So what I'm looking is to improve the content, add a lot of keywords, add a good amount of images and videos. It does have images, but the other thing that I found out was the images, the alt attribute was just saying image not found. Meaningful text needs to be placed in all of these images. Videos, they have a lot of videos even in the social site, but these need to be added here or at least links to be given here. The second major issue that I found with the content was the call to action button. Now, on a website such as this, where you're trying to make people buy sweets, the call to action button, the main one was to say order online or buy sweets. This particular button was only on the home page. This particular website has around 15 pages, and this particular order online or order to buy now button was only on the home page. I would suggest that option be given that no matter whichever page the person is, the order now or buy now should be there in easily accessible to all the pages, right? So with the keyword ranking, the main thing is I'm looking at improve the click-through rate, so that when the people search, the ranking will improve. It will probably come on the first page, and the number of people visiting the website will be more. So that's not only going to help out with the ranking, but also increase the user engagement, or not the ranking, but increase the traffic to the website. So the other area that I was looking at is the user experience. Now, SEO is just not about keywords and improving rank. The way the web crawler works is also looks at how it will try to perceive how a user will interact with the website and how they feel. Will they get frustrated? Will they like to stay here? So that second point that you mentioned is reduced bounce rate. So that is very important. So when we increase traffic by the content, we have to make sure that the person who's visiting the website stays there. And one of the major features of that is, I mean, it's been seen that the bad performance of a page, the page load or whatever, makes a person leave. So that's going to reduce the bounce rate. I mean, increase the bounce rate. So the page has got a lot of images. It's using JavaScript, it's got CSS, but none of them is like optimized. So the images, the sizes can be reduced. The JavaScript and CSS files could be minified, or the number of files could be combined. So the number of hits to the backend or number of hits to the server will reduce, which will definitely increase the page load. As I mentioned, with the increasing of traffic and also with the page speed, that is definitely going to increase the traffic to the website, will help to increase the user engagement and then reduce the bounce rate. The other thing that I was talking about is, in the content, the call to action button, right? Without those things mentioned, added clearly in a different sections, right? You're going to lose customers because they don't know what to do or how to navigate back. If a person coming for the first time goes to a couple of sites and doesn't find a button, say, order online or to see the different products, the person is going to get lost and maybe move out. Okay, so suggested adding a couple of new pages, like pages to list the products, page for specific functions like a marriage, maybe something with a gift page for gifting sweets, uh, uh, a big gifting option for a number of festivals, functions. So by adding these specific pages, adding contact information to all these pages, adding a number of call to action buttons, redirecting to the necessary pages and guiding the customer, we will definitely increase the conversion rate and help to boost the business. Thank you.